Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Mysticall. Today I'm bringing you some beta footage. Yes, finally, we got beta. I get asked so many questions about how monks are going to look in Shadowlands, and finally, hopefully I'm able to answer that question, I hope. So today, I am going to just show you guys the Covenant abilities, and then the class ability it gives you from a Mistweaver point of view. They're all the same across the... you get the same class ability and the same Covenant ability, but sometimes the class ability changes depending on the spell. I know there's one spell that got disconnected, which is just fantastic. Good start to the video here. So the spell will vary depending on what spec you play, but it's, you know, sometimes we'll be able to summon something that heals, but if you're a Windwalker, it would do damage. So that's the only difference, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same. And maybe we could do some theory crafting on which one's going to be the best for PvP. Now, if you have any questions about what you want to see, tested, please comment down below. There's a lot I can be doing. So I'm going to do a video probably on legendaries, the soul binding. So these abilities are also the the signature abilities are also can interact with the soul binds that it comes with your covenant. It's a huge system, so we'll get to it eventually, but today we'll just focus on the covenants, and we'll take it from there. So this is the Necrolord. This is what I didn't before when I didn't have beta. I thought this was gonna be the best. So you get Bone Dust Brew, which is the class ability, and you get the Fleshcraft, which is the covenant ability. So each one of these covenants has a class and a covenant ability. So what Fleshcraft does, Fleshcraft right here, you channel it, and it gives you a shield equal to 20% of your max health, and then if you're channeled near a corpse, you gain an additional 50% health. There is a covenant ability. This is the only one I've tested on beta. I did stream, I think yesterday and or a few days ago, and there is a soul bind where the final one is if you finish completely casting this, you're immune to CC for 4 seconds afterwards, which is really cool. Now, some things I did notice that are give it a little bit of a downfall is it is interruptible, so I'm targeting myself here, and if I cast it, it is interruptible, which means I won't get the full cast, which means I won't get that 4-second immunity to CC. The cooldown is 2 minutes, so it's a cooldown for sure, 2 minutes. You also are immune to getting CC'd while channeling it. So in that final covenant or soulbind step, you're immune to CC while channeling and 4 seconds after. So technically, if you get it off, you're immune to CC for 8 seconds, which is really good. It's really, really good. And then the Covenant ability, the Necrolord ability, is Bone Dust Brew, and you throw it at your enemies and your teammates, and it puts a dot on the enemies, or a debuff on the enemies, and a buff on your teammates, and it has a chance to hit again. It heals, and it increases Gust of Mists by 421. Something I want to note is the amount of health I have right now is 20,000. My item level is 138, so 431 it isn't bad. I mean, especially with mastery. So I'll show you the animation for it. It's a pretty large range, so we throw it, boom. It's pretty cool, and then they should get buffs right here. So you see, and then there's a chance that it'll throw it again, which is really neat. Oh, something also I wanted to note about this is that the Fleshcraft is on a different school of healing. I think it's like Shadow School. So if you do get locked down on Fleshcraft, you're actually fine. You just eat the interrupt. It's really cool. So yeah, that's Necrolord. That's what I thought was going to be the best. And I didn't have beta, so there's some interesting options out there. So both of these are pretty useful. The Bone Dust Brew and the Fleshcraft is really cool. Now, these other covenants, I have not looked at the soulbind yet on my main, so I'm gonna need to make different tunes to see it out. But so this one is the Venthyr. So this, again, you get the Venthyr ability, which is the Fallen Order. Open up a mystic portal for 24 seconds, and it summons a spirit of yourself, of the ox, crane, and tiger. The fallen crane will assist you for 2 seconds or heal with enveloping mist. So I think there's a dummy right here. So what this does is it makes this portal. It's really cool. And then this healing right here is equivalent to soothing mist, and this one will do damage with me, or it should. Yeah, this one does damage, or both of these. So they're going to do damage, and this guy's going to heal. this fallen one. So you get one healing one, which is pretty cool, and the healing from it is equivalent to regular soothing mist. So I don't think I'm spec'd into it. I am. So the healing is 255 a second, and if I soothing mist myself, this is 265. So it's just a little bit under regular soothing mist. So this, you know, you'll be able to have 3 soothing mists pretty much on one person for about 20 seconds. The problem is that it is a 3-minute cooldown. It's a pretty big cooldown. And then this is the class ability. This is the Venthyr ability. It's a cast time, which is unfortunate, but it is a teleport, a 35-yard range. So like it's pretty big. The problem is that it's a 1.5 second cast, which is a little unfortunate. It's a really cool port, really cool animation. I thought it was kind of sick. But yeah, it's casted, so you can get interrupted on it. Again, it's probably a different school than your normal abilities. It's probably like some kind of shadow or something. But yeah, I don't think this is gonna be it. I don't think Venthyr is the way to go. I don't think the Venthyr is gonna be the best one to go with. This one, the Night Fae, is my favorite, 100% my favorite. So we have these 2 abilities right here. The class ability is called Faeline Stomp. I hope I pronounced that right. You strike the ground to expose a Faeline for 30 seconds, dealing damage and healing people with an Essence Font Bolt. And your abilities have a 6% chance actually, of resetting the cooldown of it while fighting on a Faeline. So I'll show you. This is a really, really, really sick ability. So this is the class ability, yeah? Boom. Look at that. Oh, no, let me turn this up. Look how cool this looks. Come on. Look at this. This is the coolest looking ability I've ever seen in the game. You can see we get a buff here, so we're fighting on it. There is a chance that we can reset it. It is 6%, I believe it said. So really, really cool ability. I love the animation on it. I think it's really sick. And then we have this ability right here, the Soul Shape. Turn into a Vulpera, teleporting 15 yards forward and increasing your movement speed by 50%. You can reactivate Soulscape every few seconds to teleport again. It lasts 12 seconds, but if you're in a rested area, it's infinite. So I'm going to show you, but it doesn't actually last this long. It's only lasts 12 seconds. And something cool about this, look at this. Ready? And then it's a 4-second cooldown. And what's cool is you can use your abilities while shapeshifted. So I can port again. Still shapeshifted. I'm gonna do damage to this guy with Kraken Jade Lightning. Oh, I don't have the keybind for it. I'm gonna just leg sweep here. You can see this thing's leg swept. I'm still in my form. I can keep porting. I think this is the coolest ability yet. I think it's really, really cool. It has uses, I feel. Like a lot of good uses. I think both these abilities are very useful. I love the animation on this. I like that there's a chance to reset it when you're fighting on it, and it gives you a haunt with an essence font haunt, which I think is really cool. 'Cause it's just a free essence font, right? It's sick. It's so cool. But I love the look of this. I just absolutely it's beautiful. I just love how it looks. 100%. Now again, I'm in this form because it's infinite in a rested area, and I'm in a rested area. It lasts 12 seconds, and the cooldown on the port is 4 seconds. So you'll be able to get if you're using it off cooldown, you'll be able to use it 3 times before it comes off cooldown, or before it goes on cooldown. It's just so cool though. Like, it's so freaking cool. I love everything about this. I haven't looked at the soulbinds yet for the Night Fae, but if there's any chance that it is decent, I'm gonna go with Night Fae. 100, like not even a question. It's really good for like if melee, because I mean we could run forever, man. I mean, what's the cooldown is 1.5 minutes. So it is 1.5 minutes. So it's a bit of a longer cooldown. It is a shorter cooldown than the Venthyr, and it's a shorter cooldown than Fleshcraft from the Necrolords. So got to keep that in mind. And then we also get, this is a 30-second cooldown, and there's a chance of resetting it if we're fighting in it. So there's a chance that it's shorter than that. So I think it's really cool. You get a free essence font with it. It's just so cool. Everything about this ability. And again, you could heal while in this. Again, I'll use my Life Cocoon here. I'll use my Tiger Palm here. I didn't set up my keybinds there. Oh, did they change it? I tested this yesterday and it didn't take you out of form, but they might have actually changed it. So if you do damage, you get knocked out of that form. But you could still heal while using it. That's interesting. So again, that is definitely my favorite. And then finally we have the Kyrian. So again, we have the signature ability, which is the Summon Steward, and we have the class ability, which is the Weapons of Order. So let me show you guys what this is. So we have the Kyrian ability, where let me bring my let me unlock this real quick. Let me bring this chat over here, and we summon the Steward, this guy, and you could see he's going to give me 3 of these. And what these vials do of Vial of Serenity, restore 15% health and removes all diseases, poisons, curses, and bleeds on you. And that is really good. I don't know the cooldown on these. I'm at full health. Let me do some damage. I didn't test this the other day, so let me take some damage here. Okay. What's the cooldown? Do we see it? Maybe once I leave combat, maybe? Is it like Healthstone? Let me see if I can get out of combat and see if it resets or if the cooldown starts. It might be like Healthstone where you have to like leave combat. Let me see. Stone combat. Okay, hopefully we leave combat before the video ends. And then we have the Weapons of Order. For PvP, it's not that good. For the next 30 seconds, your mastery is increased by 42%. So that's kind of sick. I'm not going to lie. That is really sick, especially if we are like how we are now in BFA, where a lot of our healing is for mastery. And then it reduces the cooldown of Essence Font and heals up to 6 of our allies for 289 health. So it's actually kind of cool. It's pretty sick. We don't use Essence Font in Arena, so that's kind of useless, but I mean, it's still pretty cool. So here's the animation for it. And I think we just Essence Font here, and you can see how the pulse, and then I think when we finish casting, it also does that pulse, which is really cool. But realistically, this one, it could be good. So from a healing output, this is, by the way, this is probably best in slot for raids. From a healing output point of view, I think this one is the best because of the mastery increase. We won't use Essence Font, obviously, but it's really, really cool for a few things. Now, I have read that there is a, what is this? A Kyrian ability in the Soulbind that when you drop below, I think it's 30% health, one of these vials will instantly, oh, boom, right, the cooldown starts upon leaving combat right there. I don't know what the cooldown is, though. I'm trying to get out of combat. Let me try to run away. So the cooldown starts as soon as you leave combat. I did read, again, that one of the Soulbinds instantly uses one of these when you drop below 30% health. So I think that's really cool. And I think that's really useful. Oh, here's the cooldown. It's a 1-minute cooldown. That's actually, that's a healing elixir, pretty much. It's a healing elixir with a 1-minute cooldown. But again, there is a Soulbind that can like power these up a bit or improve them and make this usable. I mean, instantly go off. Imagine you're playing against a rogue or like DK or something, and you're just able to pop one of these when you're stunned. You drop below 30% health. That's so cool. That's really useful too. It's really, really useful. So I really like 3 out of 4. I don't think the Venthyr are going to be that useful. I need to do more testing with the Soulbinds, but I'm going to be honest. My favorite one, simply for no other reason besides it being cosmetic, is I really like the Night Fae. I think that the full pin will come in handy, but I think the best one is gonna be Kyrian or the Necrolords. I'm like, I need to look more into the Kyrian to see what the Soulbinds actually do, if there's more powerful ones. But as of right now, I think Kyrian is gonna be the best bet. These vials, especially if one of them instantly pops off when you drop below 30% health, is really, really good. Now I really like Night Fae too, so it's gonna be hard to choose. I think I just like this a lot, to be honest. I just like it a lot. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the covenants, all the class abilities, stuff like that. If you have any questions, please let me know. I love this animation so much. And if you want to see something, I think the next video I'll do the legendaries. I could do separate videos for Windwalker and Mistweaver if you guys want. I have no problem doing that. And oh, I might do the talents too. We don't have any new talents, but Still kind of cool to look at them, see what's new. And I like that you can heal in this. So you can definitely heal in this 100%. Like, I'm using all my abilities. I'm using Soothing Mist right now. So you could heal in this, but I guess you can't damage, which is interesting. Maybe I didn't test that. I thought I did though. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, comment down below if there's anything you want to see. And that's pretty much it. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you later.